Higgsfield just launched something called Supercomputer, and it might change how we use creative AI tools. Here's the simple version. Higgsfield has a bunch of AI models: SKOOL, Nano Banana, Kling, Seedance, and many others. Until now, you had to open each one separately and prompt them one by one. Supercomputer is the chat layer on top. It runs all of them for you. You describe what you want, it picks the right model, it generates, and it delivers. Think of it like Claude, but instead of writing documents, it makes images and videos by running every AI tool in the background. So let me show you how it actually works. So first of all, you will need a Higgsfield account. You can find the link in the description. Once you sign up, you can see we have lots of buttons, but especially we have the blue button called Supercomputer. We also have a huge ad in the middle with some of the use cases. For example, they even show you scan competitor every Monday and run free ads. Or for example, analyze hooks. Basically, this feature simplifies brainstorming because you don't have to think that much. You can actually ask AI. So if you click on it, also if you click on top, you have this dashboard, which kind of reminds you of ChatGPT and also Claude. So all my subscribers probably will be familiar. If you're not, subscribe. So in this video, we're going to do a few demos. I will test out how it actually works with video and images. And I will also talk about all the buttons and different ways you can actually use this feature for your advantage. So first up, next to our typing window, we have options for different models. So you can see we have Google Gemini, we have GPT 5.5, and also we have for Claude Sonnet, Opus, and Opus 4.7. Also, one thing to know, it's also on top right here that Claude, GPT, and Gemini also consumes credits. And you might notice there are some differences. So first of all, we also have some presets under. For example, create UGC, run marketing, shoot cinema, or animate cartoon. So again, really simple presets. And when you run any task, you can actually auto-confirm or ask for confirmation. I usually use this for any AI tool, especially Higgsfield, because it kind of costs a lot. So you want to be sure about the output. So enough yapping, let's do one demo, and later we'll talk about all the different features. So for the demo, I actually selected one product, random product, which is outside in. I really like the packaging, so I want to see what kind of ad can Higgsfield make for me. So I just copy the link and I have really simple prompt. So go to this product page. This is the same link. Use the second product image from the page as a reference. Create 4 product ad variations, clean studio background, and use GPT image 2. So let's see how it works. Let's run it. And while we wait, we actually see the creative process and what's happening in the background. So let's see how long does it take and what kind of output do we get. So we have our idea, as I mentioned, for pictures. Now we have to check the prompt and actually confirm. So let's run it without reading and see what it actually cooked up without my input. Also, before agreeing, I didn't pause it, but you saw how many credits it will cost. So you can actually confirm before clicking anything because, again, AI video generation and image generation is kind of costly. So always check the credits. And we have our results. It looks really impressive. I compared it to the design. It looks the same. Even this long line is the same. So really great job. And now it's time to animate. So we can do it in the same chat. We can use the same images, just new prompt, animate at 4. And this is actually from Claude. So let's see what happens. So finally, after 2 failed Kling generations, I got a refund for both. And also 1 failed Seedance generation, I also got refund. Our 4th generation made it to the video. So let's see what it made. Have a zoom. It looks cool. Text is okay. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Not gonna lie, this happens quite often. And yeah, it's not great because for the Seedance fail, it said it's not safe for work. I don't know what is the serum or the zoom in. So the process was not perfect because again, it's still new and some models are improving, but I really like the output and I think it's really usable for sales and for website and for like promotion on Meta or anywhere else. So the idea is really simple. ChatGPT image 2 created these really cool images and then Seedance created a really cool video. But I never had to open these models. The agent took the image, wrote the motion prompt, ran it, and brought the video back into the chat. That's the whole pitch. One chat, multiple models, no jumping around. Okay, this is where it gets actually interesting. The agent can connect you to other apps. For example, Google Drive, Telegram, Notion, Gmail, or Stack. And there are 30 of different options. The reason this matters, first of all, input. Point it at the Google Drive folder with your brand guidelines. Now every image matches your brand. You don't need to paste guidelines into every prompt. Second, output. Just tell it to save everything to your drive or send the finished videos to your Telegram. Just close the laptop and videos land on your phone. And this is the difference between a tool and a system. A tool generates one thing, and a system handles input and output. And when it works, it's a real game changer. And not because of the AI quality, but because of where this is headed. Second feature is memory. Most AI chats forget everything the second you close them. This one doesn't. So look at this. You have a visual map of what agent has learned about me. Style preferences, brand colors, product I work with. For example, I just tell it once. I prefer dark, moody product shots. No white backgrounds. Next time I generate, I don't have to repeat that. It already knows. Combine memory with connectors, and you've got an agent that actually understands your business, not just current prompt. One more feature I have to show you, and honestly, this might be the biggest one. It's skills. Skills are pre-built workflows. You can install them into your agent. Think of them like apps for your AI assistant. So look at this. There's a whole community library, for example, paid ads for running ad campaigns, copywriting for landing pages, social content for scheduling posts, and for example, ad creative for scaling ad variations. You install the skill you like once, then you can trigger it with a / command like a shortcut instead of writing a long prompt every time. For example, you just type / static ad, point it at your product, the skill handles the rest, the prompts, the model choice, and the format, all baked in, and you can build skills yourself. If you run a workflow every week, for example, YouTube thumbnail pipeline, or for example, TikTok hook generation, you teach the agent once, and now it's a skill everyone on your team can trigger anytime. This is where it stops being a tool and starts being infrastructure. And by the way, we just launched a free SKOOL community, so you can actually find all the prompts, all the different tools and workflows we use, and you can find the link in the description.